Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are talking all about conferences. I am doing them 100% digital this year, so I wanted to talk about how I'm doing it and how I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for me and for you, because I have this free product that I'm gonna talk about. If you don't know, I am currently in Southern California, third year teaching. I teach 5th grade. One of the most important things about teaching that not a lot of people talk about is paper trail. Now, the reason why you want paper trail is just, I guess, as proof of that you have been doing what you've said you've been doing. So I like to think of it as like if I'm ever like brought to court, maybe that's not the best example, but I just think about providing evidence for my claims. So that's what a paper trail is, and that's what this is for. And I made this because I'm going to use this in conferences, and you can use it as well. It will be linked down below. If you do want this, it is editable. This part's editable, and also the iReady section is editable because not everyone does iReady. Every single district does something different, so this is just what I like to have for conferences. And something that I provided on this that maybe you haven't seen before. I have a space here where I left for an adult response. And the reason for that is I literally want... Almost cut my eye. On one piece of paper, all of the information that happened in the conference. This is what I said, this is what the parent said, this is what I said, this is what the parent said. These are my concerns and responsibilities. This is the parents' concerns and responsibilities. So that's why I did it that way. So if there's ever anything that needs to, you need to pull a meeting or an IEP, 504, etc., you have everything right here all in one spot. Now what I am doing for conferences is I'm doing phone conferences, and I'm doing them with the student and parent. How I signed my parents up is I went to signupgenius.com. You can create a free account, and I made the date and time slots for the conferences. So we have one full day and one half day. So I made times that fit those days. So what I do, or what I did, is I send each parent a text message. That's just what I choose to do. I don't have a problem texting parents. It's the best way of communication, because a lot of parents don't check Dojo and they don't have those notifications on, and I want to try to meet every single parent because it's important, because distance learning is really hard for a lot of kids, and I just want to make sure I'm touching base with parents, especially for any concerns they're having. Like, I want to make sure they're fine during this time. Yeah, so I just sent them a text, hey, conferences are this day, please select your time slot, and they will be over phone. If none of these times work, then we can schedule a different day at a different time. So I'm actually gonna fill these out before. And another part I forgot to mention, this name and year is editable as well. You'll just have to download the pretty font you want when you edit it in. What I'm gonna do is, before conferences, I'm literally gonna fill all these out for each student that signed up. So the student name, number of absent days, because I think that's really important. Like the number of your days the student's not there, obviously they're not learning. Same with number of missing assignments. You can find that easily on PowerSchool, I just learned. And then who I'm meeting with, their iReady scores and their grades in the core grades. This is also editable. Then we have a positive. There's a place for you to talk about the student's positive, and I recommend talking about that first, because then it just opens the conversation in a more positive vibe than your student's not logging in, or it's just more positive, and you can think about a positive about every single student. And then an adult response, like what they have to say about that, you write it down. We can work together by, this box is talking about how the parent and teacher can work together for the betterment of the child. And then I also left a response for this adult response, just writing down what we agreed on. Then I have my teacher concerns and my responsibilities. So that's where I would talk about, I'm concerned about this. This is what I'm doing in my classroom to support that. let's talk about ways that you can support the child at home as well. So there's also a box here for adult concerns and like solutions to those concerns. Then a parent signature, obviously they won't be signaturing. I'll just write down, talk to them on the phone, date and time, everything else. But then after conferences are over, I put these in their cume. I have a cume in my classroom, and it's just like a file cart from Walmart with file folders with each student's number, so I don't have to change them every year. Or everything I put in there is like a paper trail, just to protect yourself and to make sure you are proving that you're doing all of these things. Because again, it's like we have to prove that we do things for them to exist. We can't just say, oh, I'm doing it, without evidence. You need evidence to support your claim. All right, you guys, if you are interested, it is free. This is free. The link will be down below. All you have to do is sign up to my email list and you get it for free. It's editable. If by the time you're watching this a little bit later than me, I'm holding conferences on October 22nd and 23rd. If you're watching after those days, look in the description box and I'm gonna write out how my conferences went, what I would have changed. I'll just give you a follow-up on how my conferences went because they're all digital and wow. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching and I will catch you guys in my next video.